Yo, what is going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me for another manga chapter review. And in today's video, we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the brand new chapter from Black Clover, chapter 337, titled Destination. And before we jump into today's video, guys, I want to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for all of the support on my last video. You guys are absolutely amazing for showing the amount of support you guys do. And guys, you guys have to agree with me that the times we're in for Black Clover are absolutely crazy. I mean, this chapter is absolutely insane, and Yuki Tabata is definitely on a winning streak with these chapters so far. But if you guys are new to the channel and like anime and manga related content such as this, please go ahead and stick around and subscribe to the channel, as I will be doing even more anime and manga related content such as this. I do plan to have a Jujutsu Kaisen chapter review for chapter 197 out momentarily, so stay with me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead, after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go ahead and edit it up and then get into that chapter review. But and with all that out of the way, guys, let's just go ahead and jump into the damn chapter already. Crashing straight into chapter 337, we return to the Black Bull's hideout, where per usual, pure chaos between all members unfolds, with Gray trying to quell all of the rambunctious members by telling them Vice Captain Noct will not be happy. Magna tells her that Noct is a disgrace to the Black Bulls. Just as Magna says this, Noct emerges to discuss matters with the squad. With all the members assembled, Noct tells them that Asta is dead. Going into detail as to how Asta met his untimely demise, he ends it by saying that it is only reasonable to assume that he is dead. All members of the Black Bulls now at a loss for words as how to comprehend this. Magna exclaims that if Asta truly did die, he'd never forgive him. Noct replying by telling Magna that these are the facts of the matter, however, he doesn't believe him to be dead. With everyone gathering together and sharing their thoughts on how Asta can't possibly be dead, Noct reciprocates their sentiment and tells them, let's go find that idiot. With the Black Bulls being unified and motivated to find Asta, we transition to a panel of Asta finally awaking, but to his surprise, not being in a familiar location. Expressing his confusion upon waking up, he asks, "Where am I?" before someone who Asta mistakenly takes for Charmy pours him a warm drink. Asta, being completely caught off guard by the robot who he thought was Charmy, is introduced to him by a mysterious man behind him. Asking Asta how he's feeling, Asta, confused as ever, asks him, "Who are you and how do you know my name?" Taking a second to realize that the wounds he sustained are now fully healed, the mysterious man tells him that he did not heal him, but rather a friend of his did. Also asking about Libe, the man tells him that one of his friends should be fixing him up right now, as well as offering him tea. Assessing the strange man keys and how it isn't hostile, Austin notices how he has knowledge of devils before asking if he knows who Charmy is. Replying that he hasn't met her, he reveals to Asta that he in fact is a childhood friend of Captain Yami. This revelation shocking Asta, the friend of Yami claims that the last time he has seen him was when he was 13. Asking Asta if he still takes irregularly long dumps, Asta verifies that piece of trivia about Yami. With he and Asta going back and forth discussing facts about Yami, Asta realizes he's been talking to the friend of Yami's too long and thanks him for helping him. Being in a hurry to leave and return home, the man tells him that Asta shouldn't be in such a hurry to return home, seeing as how he isn't exactly in great shape. Continuing by recapping all the events that transpired before he got there, Asta hesitantly asks him how he knows of all these things. With the man telling him that he can see anything he wants with his eye, he warns Asta that in his current state, if he were to return, he would definitely lose. Ending his assessment by saying that Asta cannot return home with his magic power, Asta tries to process all this information given to him by the man that has helped him thus far. Asta, still in shock to this information, is then shown the outside world by the female onlooking their conversation. With this unbelievable chapter ending off on a ridiculously crazy cliffhanger, Asta is then told his current location is within the Land of the Sun, and that it is quite far away from the Clover Kingdom. With the final panel of the chapter, we are now formally introduced to the man now being Ryodo Ryoya, the shogun of this nation, telling Asta that since he's come all this way, right here, right now, he should get himself a power-up. Just how exactly was Asta teleported to Yami's homeland? And just what awaits for him in this foreign land? And alright guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap up the chapter synopsis for chapter 337. Now let's go ahead and move on over into my thoughts and review of the chapter as a whole. And man, oh my gosh. Wow guys, oh my lord. Oh wow, I wish I had face cam on so you guys could just see how absolutely like hype I am and absolutely surprised at the ending of the video or the chapter. See, I'm already stumbling over my words. Oh my gosh, guys, this oh man, come on guys, I want you guys to go ahead in the comment section and just comment peak, because this is just absolutely amazing guys. Like it's so funny too, because there are so many people that I saw on Twitter, and they're like, "Oh, this is, you know, that it's probably going to be someone from Yami's homeland." And I believe I even said that last chapter. I said I think it could be somebody who is like Asta could have been teleported to Yami's homeland. So, oh my gosh, guys, that I mean, you know, even though we were speculating it, it was still like just an awesome reveal, because like, geez, I'm so like, because we've wondered about Yami's homeland ever since his backstory, like sort of in the reincarnation arc, right? So now we're finally getting able to see like what exactly Yami's homeland was exactly, like what it was exactly. I mean, let's just go ahead and throw it out. Can we give it like over a 10 out of 10? Because I want to give it like a 12 out of 10, but just to be respectful, I'll go ahead and just give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, this chapter, come on, guys. You guys, come on. Like, don't play around. You know this chapter was absolutely fire flames, you know. Even if you guys are like really like, you know, action heavy for the manga panels to give it like a 10 out of 10 rating, this chapter didn't need action in order to be like just peak amazing, goated, whatever you want to call it. But let's go ahead and dive into some of the things about the chapter that really I liked. I mean, besides from all the chapter, I really like how Noct is associating a lot with the Black Bulls, right? Because before this, you know, obviously Noct was doing a reconnaissance mission for Julius. But I like how they also gave Noct, like they showed a lot of character development with Noct in this chapter, as well as last chapter. It could be noted in last chapter we saw the Black Bull's emblem on Noct's cloak. So I like how he's actually like taking up the responsibility of being within the Black Bull. So that's showing a lot of character development from him, as opposed to wanting to be like on his lonesome and do everything by himself. So I like how he also is gathering and rallying all the Black Bulls in order to go find Asta. I know there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, well, you know, if Noct doesn't think Asta is dead, then why doesn't he just teleport to him?" Which, I mean, guys, like last chapter, Noct specifically like explained that, hey, you know, if I don't know the location of where someone is, I can't go there. So like Noct even says like he doesn't know where Asta is, but he doesn't believe him to be dead. So, you know, he can't just like teleport there. So that's why he's rallying all the Black Bulls to really use all of their manpower, and I assume they're going to be like all of the magic like factions are going to come together in order to like probably like split them off into like search parties for Asta. So that will be very interesting to see and what happens during their journeys of trying to find Asta. So that's a whole thing in itself. Like we're probably going to get some awesome moments with them trying to find Asta with like new cool antagonists and enemies. So that's just another like piece of the spectrum I'm super excited for within these upcoming chapters and these this upcoming arc. So yeah, and then like obviously transitioning into Asta waking up in the land of the sun, is just really, really amazing to see. I like how there's, you know, that back and forth between him and Ryodo about like, you know, like, hey, does Yami still take like long dumps, and like, hey, like just going over, like telling a lot about Yami that even a lot of long time and diehard fans of Yami probably didn't know. So it's just very like endearing to see how we have like someone who was childhood friends with Yami, who is also the Shogun, who I assume to be like the equivalent of the Wizard King in the Clover Kingdom, to be in the land of the sun. So that is very interesting. So I wonder if Ryodo is going to teach Asta some like new techniques, or if he's going to train him, or if he's going to have someone else train him, or if he and someone else are going to train him. I would almost assume that maybe him, as well as the female who was like alongside Ryodo during this whole like conversation segment, is probably going to incorporate herself in Asta's like training and getting him prepared to go back to the Clover Kingdom to fight Lucius. So guys, I mean, this is very, very like interesting, very much more so now, because like Asta's in a totally different like realm almost. He's in a totally different like location. So just seeing him going to be isolated with people like with magic we're probably not going to have seen before is just like super, super amazing to see, and I'm just completely looking forward to everything about Black Clover. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for me, guys. I rambled long enough about just this peak chapter. So I'm very interested. I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Please let me know your thoughts, because I am dying to read and respond to you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing for all of the comments and like interaction you guys show on the channel. I'm just so grateful for all of that. So let's go ahead and run up the comment section, and let's go ahead and discuss what we think Asta's like training sort of regimen is going to be while in the Land of the Sun with Ryodo. So yeah, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. If you guys did like today's video, go ahead and drop a like for me. It greatly helps out the video. And if you guys are new to the channel and like anime and manga related content, as well as what you just saw within this video, please consider sticking around and hitting that subscribe button, as I will be bringing you guys even more content like this very, very soon. And lastly, guys, if you guys have any sort of theories, comments, and just thoughts on the video and chapter as a whole, don't be afraid to leave them down in the comment section below. I love reading your guys' comments. You guys absolutely go crazy in the comment section every video. So I'm just very, very interested to hear what you guys have to say for this chapter. So that's going to go ahead and do it for me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. See ya.